Alright, hello everyone. Since Halloween is tomorrow, I wanted to make a short video and talk about Over the Garden Wall, a Cartoon Network miniseries that came out back in 2014. A show I didn't really appreciate as I first watched it on cable TV, meaning that I caught some of the episodes out of order and was completely unaware of what was happening at the time, as well as its different tone and look that really kept me off from fully experiencing what was going on. I felt as if the show was completely different to anything I had experienced before, and that ultimately ended in me forgetting about it. But recently, I felt that assessment was unfair, so I really decided to give the show another shot. I finally decided to sit down and watch it, and guess what? It's really good. Like, really good. I'm kind of mad at my younger self for not, experiencing this, but hey, what can you do? It was cable TV back then. There was no such thing as streaming. I mean, there was Netflix, but there was no such thing as Disney Plus. And there was Redbox. Anyways, to give you a short little taste about what this show is about, I'm just gonna give a very simple summary. It tells a story about two brothers, Greg and Wirt, as they find their way back home through a forest unfamiliar to them. They get involved in crazy scenarios that feel random and pretty whimsical. It sort of reminds you of those old cartoon shows with its animation and sort of a Studio Ghibli film with its atmosphere and structure. Like, a lot of things are happening and it's kind of random and awkward, but it's still very fun to enjoy. You're really confused at the moment, but after the whole story wraps up, you really get to understand it more. Each episode has the brothers encountering different scenarios within this world surrounding the mysterious forest. Now, I say this world because I can't really think of another way to describe it, except, everything just feels sort of like a different time period with different kinds of people inhabiting this world. There's the dead, talking animals, and some supernatural forces. You could pretty much say it's like a world unknown to the brothers, which, speaking of, is also the name of these mysterious woods. I have seen some people theorize that the unknown is pretty much like the world between life and death. We're pretty much fighting to stay alive, meanwhile on your way to your overall end. But I don't really want to get into that, since I'd really much rather you experience the show by yourself and come out with your own interpretation. Throughout this series, we get to see the characters evolve and grow as they experience events that force them to change. For example, I'm really gonna briefly talk about Wirt, the wimpy older brother who lacks confidence, as he is pretty awkward. But towards the end, where we learn more about how the brothers arrived in the woods, we get to see more of his character, where in the beginning we believed he wasn't liked by anyone like in his real life, but towards the end we actually learn that he was and is liked by everyone around him, and everything he thinks about himself is just pretty much in his own mind. This characterization I really particularly enjoyed, since it kind of subverts expectations of what you would expect about these characters. Not much. Seemed kind of unoriginal and uninteresting in the beginning, but then towards the end, kind of enjoyable and memorable. The overall journey allows for him in the end to confront this part about himself and change for the better. That's something I really like about this show. It's really good in subverting expectations and leaving the viewer wondering what happens next, especially with all the random things that happen. It also manages to be whimsical and relate to fantastical stories, all while having a lurking dark presence that leaves some episodes feeling unnerving. Ever since that first watch, I've been rewatching for the past 3 or so years over the fall season, each time discovering something new that I didn't really understand before. I wish to not say any more, and really encourage you to watch the series for yourself. It's pretty short, only lasting about 10 episodes, each about 10 minutes. The first episode is pretty slow, but I guarantee you that after the second one, you will be interested and invested to see what happens next. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was pretty short because I just wanted to mainly talk about something I enjoy watching during October. And if you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to like and subscribe. And see you next time. Hey, if you're still here and listening, I just want to say thank you by saying that tomorrow I'm releasing another video. It's about a particular superhero. So see you then.